week 35 since I turned 49. Just I don't know, use this as a way to connect with people that I find interesting. And this week's another one of those weeks where I reached out to somebody I've never met, but I followed them online, and this guy has been entertaining me for years. He's a small business owner, finding his own little rhythm in the space of marketing, and he's entertaining. And you've got to follow him because, well, he'll like that. But he's entertaining, and I got to go meet him and chat to him about, well, all the stuff I didn't know about him. So that was pretty cool. Go meet somebody average. I'll explain that in a tick. This is Joel.
G'day. This is actually the first time we've met in person. And you said it before when we were walking in here. I actually feel like I know you because I've been following you on the socials for so long now. I feel like I know who Joel is.
That's good.
One of the things that I've learned about you since being here today is you are way taller than me. You must be touching on, mid sixes, 7 foot.
I tell everyone 6'3", but it's probably 6'2".
Right. Okay. So firstly, where are we? Where are we sitting?
So this is my gym. It's called Average Joel's Gym. And yeah, we're a gym located in Bongaroo, Brobby.
And I always start by asking people what they do. What do you do here?
Yeah, small business owners, we all do the same stuff. Everything.
Yep.
Clean the toilets, vacuum the floors, personal train, gym stuff, social media stuff, pretty much everything.
I call it the CEO, the Chief Everything Officer.
Yeah, that's what it is.
So I've been watching your story, and I encourage anyone that sees this to follow your story on Instagram because it's entertaining and it's quirky, and I can use that word. I know you won't be offended because I'm pretty sure you're going for quirky in some of your advertising. What led you down that road?
Okay, good question. I was looking for a point of difference, I suppose. And for me, my news feed, my algorithm is kind of biased towards the fitness industry, kind of teaching you how to do a push-up or a squat, something like that. So I wanted to get away from that, and I wanted to be like, tell a story is probably the biggest thing. Drum up engagement through that and show people what it is we kind of do outside of teaching people how to do push-ups and squats. So yeah, just something different.
Now, let's talk about the gym and work backwards because it feels like we're sitting in a old squash court.
Yeah.
And well, I shouldn't say it feels like that. When you look around, you can see the remnants of it. Why are we in old squash court?
So the gym started in the 70s, just to give you a little throwback to it. I still don't know. I'm trying to figure that out. I think it was built in 1972, and I think there was about 4 owners in that time. Still don't know. A lot of people have a fair idea, but like when I'm after concrete kind of facts, it gets a bit iffy. So we're still trying to figure that out. Anyway, pretty much we started as a squash court, and then it's slowly been converted into a gym. I would have liked to keep a squash court, but yeah, it just hasn't paid the bills through for whatever reasons. But yeah, we've had to convert it over time into a gym.
How many courts was it originally?
Started as 4 courts.
Yep.
I don't know when they got rid of the first 2. We got rid of our last court anywhere from 5 to 8 years ago. I can't really remember. Really bad with numbers. So
yep.
I'll try my best.
And how long were you here? Was there always a gym element to it?
Yeah. So it started its life as the Bribie Island Squash Court. Right? Pretty sure on that one. It then went to Bribie Island Squash and Fitness. So I think that just means they got some dumbbells and a couple of treadmills, whatever. And then it changed to Bribie's Physically Fit, which I operated under for a number of years. And then it changed to what it is now, which is Average Joel's Gym. And we got rid of the last court, like I said, probably about 5 or 8 years ago. And we're sitting in it. This is our old sports ball.
And how long's it been Average Joel's Gym?
Good question. I don't know. 10 years? Don't know.
And average? Where did you come up with
it's a good one. So again, point of difference. So the gym world's filled with like performance this and excel that or whatever. And I wanted a point of difference. We needed a point of difference. We need something that they ask me that question. Why Average Joel's Gym? I need something that's memorable, right? All these things. It actually started, I tell people anyway, there's a bit of debate over this one, but one of the local school teachers here started the name unofficially. So he started calling me Average Joel in response to a movie called Dodgeball, one of my favorite movies, right? So Dodgeball, the gym there is called Average Joe's, and it's our story all over. It's like a bunch of like ragtag people competing in a dodgeball tournament to save their gym from being swallowed up by the big gyms, right? So then that started getting around. Everyone started calling it Average Joel's. And then I just thought, oh, stuff it. I'm going to do it. And everyone was trying to tell me, no, don't do it, all this kind of stuff. People still do it. I just don't care.
Yep.
Whatever. It's a point of difference. I love our name. I think it's awesome.
So do I. I think
Yeah.
it's great. And certainly now the branding you've got and the graphics, and I see you got some neon out there. It looks awesome.
Yeah, the neon's good. Yeah, just all that kind of stuff, like our logo, everything. It's all designed to be different, be memorable. That's why.
And was there a life before gym owner for you? What did you do before that?
Yep. So I started as a personal trainer down here. So the old owner, a good friend of mine, Chris, he convinced me into getting my Cert 3 and Cert 4, which, because I was training with him at the time. So I went and did it. I got qualified, and then I started working for him on the reception desk, but I was working as a personal trainer outside of this gym and in the gym too. So I'd rent space off of him, and then he wanted out, and he spoke to me. He's like, Joel, I'm thinking about getting out of the gym game. What do you think? And I was like, oh, okay. He goes, would you consider taking it on? And I was like, oh, okay. And then that's how that happened. It wasn't like a conscious decision to become a gym owner or anything like that. It just landed in my lap. It's real weird.
I was half expecting you to tell me that you had some type of building or construction background, because I've seen you with every tool, every power tool known to man at some point in the videos.
Yeah.
Just handy? What am I doing? Is that?
Look, pretty much it comes back to that small business kind of thing. I'm just too tight, right? But like when I first started the gym, we had no money. I honestly thought we were going under every week. We were running our electricity bills so late that they were threatening, cutting us off and all that kind of stuff. So I just had to do things myself. And I've just kind of continued with it. And then also it's kind of goes hand in hand too with our content creation, because I'm just telling that story. So if we're doing something like, when we redid our flooring, I'll just bring people along for the story. It tends to respond really well. I don't know. I don't know why I do it. My dad was a bit of a handy kind of a dude, way better at it than me. But yeah, probably just like, I don't know, a combination of being a tight ass and just wanting to get things to go myself.
What's your favorite thing about running a gym?
My favorite, look, there's a long list to that. I would say at number one, sure, is the people. You meet all walks, like uber wealthy people, down to like people that are really community minded, down to all sorts. You help people through marriage breakups. It's just like, it's wild the amount of people that you meet, and yeah, blessed. It's unreal. It's so good. It's really rewarding. Something real good.
I would imagine in a gym, it's one of those places where the common theme for everyone that comes here is they want to be better.
Yeah. It depends on your demographic, right? So some people are here under doctor's orders. Like they're like, you must exercise, right? Some people are here because, for the most part, for people to completely shift their life, they've had to go through a major life event. Nothing gets someone into exercise or the gym like a marriage breakup, a 40th birthday coming up, a school reunion. These tends to be the things where people go, all right, major life shift, and then that's what brings them in. It's a small percentage that are just kind of here because they're proactive and they're just like, oh yeah, I heard that exercise is good. But yeah, for the most part, people throw around that term all the time, better themselves. I'm happy with how people are. I think we're good. Right? No one needs to better themselves in that sense. I know I'm looking into it too much, but yeah, I get where you're coming from in terms of better themselves physically and that kind of thing. But yeah, I don't know. I probably just read into that too much. I kind of think, no, you're good. You're good already. You're a good person in general. Let's just increase the exercise a little bit. Yeah, weird.
What are some of the things that people don't talk about running a gym that just, I wish that didn't exist.
Oh, good one. I mean, we just did a video today about like the weird kind of stuff that goes on. Yesterday, we we'll kind of having a discussion about all the weird stuff that's happened over the years, like being in fist fights, stopping fist fights, just weird shit. Gyms have like a no barrier of entry. Like we let anyone in. We're very welcoming like that. But yeah, with that comes like a level of weird stuff that happens. It's fun. It makes the job interesting.
Outside the gym, do you have any hobbies?
That's all kind of taken a back seat compared to what I used to do since having kids. So I've got a 3-year-old and I've got a 1-year-old at home. So they're my priority at this stage. Hobbies before them, so many hobbies.
Movement related, fitness related, or
Yeah, all of them like sporty stuff. So skydiving, scuba diving, spearfishing, downhill mountain bike, windsurfing, just too many.
I'm pretty sure years ago, at some point, you woke up one morning and went for a long run, walk that you just kept going up the coast and
I do something every New Year's.
right.
I don't know why, it's just something stupid. And so last New Year's, I was like, okay, how far can I make it in 24 hours? Like, can I make it to Noosa was the big thing, or can I get to Gympie? I forget what it was. And I got 12 hours in and I was like, oh my God, my injuries were just flaring up. I thought, Joel, you're an idiot. Called my wife. She came and picked me up. And yeah, I don't know. I don't know if I'll be doing that one again, particularly my injury list. But yeah,
So something big every New Year's.
it's pretty something weird. I
What else have you done?
always swim across the passage. Every New Year's, I'll swim across the passage. So New Year's Day, I do the 1 kilometer swim under the bridge over to Bribie. But then prior to that, I'll do, like, I wouldn't mind walking around the island. Like, that'd be kind of a good one.
That would take a while.
Ages.
That's a big island.
Yeah, it's
I mean, that's
massive.
like walking to Caloundra and back, literally.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Well, you would be. You'd be walking to Caloundra, and then you got to cut across, and then you'd be walking down like through the middle of the island. Then you're at White Patch and all that kind of stuff. So, kind of thinking about doing that, but having since stopped running, it takes its toll on fitness and that kind of thing. And I just kind of wake up and go, I'm going to go do this stupid thing, and then have to be bailed out because my injuries just flare up. Yeah. Anyway.
What in some of your videos recently, you're talking about being the little guy and wanting to make sure that the big guys don't come and,
Yeah.
take over. Is that a real threat? Is that-
100%. I mean, look, it is a narrative. It's a cool story. But yeah, we've always been under threat from the big guy. I don't know how we survived, honestly. When I tell people that we got like no cash, we literally have no cash. I spend everything I reinvested into the business.
It shows.
Yeah. Yeah. We're constantly working. I could probably do things differently and go to a bank and say, hey, give us lots of money and do it how, big business or big gyms would do it. But it just doesn't sit well with me. I don't like putting, I suppose, my family or my home at risk by going and getting these massive loans, which can be a strength, but it means that it takes us ages to do stuff. We are in the middle of nowhere, so we're in the back streets of Bribie Island. You would not put a business here if you're looking at somewhere to put a business. You'd just be like, no, this is not in a thoroughfare. There's no foot traffic. So we've got to work really hard to try and get people. Like, there's a reason why McDonald's doesn't open up where we are. Like, Macca's situates themselves generally at like an intersection or a roundabout, these kinds of things, high traffic kind of areas. But yeah, it's always been us versus the big guy in my mind. But in saying that, I've had nothing but really good interactions with most of the, most of the fitness businesses over the years. They've been really, but yeah, that tends to be kind of the narrative that we play online, I suppose.
And what's next for Average Joel's gym? What's the future got?
Yes, fine.
You've deleted the squash courts.
Yeah.
It's air conditioned. It looks lovely.
It's aircon. So we finally airconned last year. That was awesome. And a big risk to us. Like, we didn't own the building. We've purchased the building since. So we purchased the building in February. Prior to that, it was my landlord's, right? And So every investment that we did, whether that be aircon, redo the floor, stuff like that was all out of the gym's pocket. The landlord is just like, no, look, not my problem type thing, which is fine. But it's a big risk, reinvesting all that money and then being like, hey, I'm just going to sell it anyway on you, Joel. And if you can't come up with the money, well, too bad type thing. So yeah, I don't know. Look, business owners, I've got no problems coming up with ideas. I can come up with ideas all the time, but it's about following the numbers, right? Making sure that I'm reinvesting in the areas that members want. I really want to update this room, like our group fitness room. I'd love to see, I mean, Hyrox is a big thing at the moment, getting some kind of that kind of capability in here. I don't know. We'll see. Not sure.
And out of all of the things that you've done along the way here that makes you guys a little unique, what's your most favorite bit of the gym?
Being a goofball. My favorite bit of the gym. Good question. Still love all the hands-on stuff. So I still take programs. I still personal train. I still do classes.
Yep.
Like I'll be running a class tomorrow. So I love that. And that's why I got into it ultimately, was to show people how to exercise. It's just, I've had to renovate a bloody squash court in the meantime. So yeah, I'd say for the most part, my passion's still the fitness side of things.
Yeah.
Group fitness or that kind of thing.
Awesome. Thank you very much for chatting with me
No,
today.
no worries.
Cheers.
Too easy.
Tell me about your cars.
Oh, the cars. Yeah. Out the front at the moment is a 1968 Volkswagen microbus, they're called, by
Yep.
definition. It's just a combi van, right? That's cool. Believe it or not, that was my first ever car.
Right. So
Yeah.
you had it a while.
Yeah, I've had that from when I was 17.
Yeah. Wow.
I bought that for $4,200 or something like that. And yeah, love that car.
Yep.
Big emotional attachment to that. My wife doesn't want me to get rid of it. We should probably sell it, right? Because old cars are just stupid to own.
Yep.
They're money pits. But yeah, there's a big emotional attachment to that one. My favorite car at the moment is the 1962 C10 Chevy Redneck U.
Yep.
Love it. It's awesome, but it's incredibly expensive to run. It's a big V8. It's my first ever real, I suppose, bogan type car, but I love it. It's awesome. And then there's the motorbike, probably my favorite automobile. I don't know what you call it. Motor
Yep.
transport would be the motorbike, which they're called an adventure bike. This thing's a KTM 690, which, yeah, I load up all my camping gear on that. And I'm actually supposed to be going to Fraser Island this weekend, but we've been rained out, so that's not happening. Actually, that's my favorite.
Right.
The Chevy's second,
Yep.
and then the combi's just still here because of the emotional thing, like I was saying. But yeah, they're the car.
Because
Yeah.
one of yous all have the same birthday as me, right?
We've got the same birthday, my wife and I.
Right. I'm 19th of April.
So the three of us, yeah, we share it. It's weird.
That is weird, isn't
I
it?
didn't realize that.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's the 19th, so yeah, so am I. She's a year older.
Okay.
But yeah, 2 areas at home, if you buy into that kind of stuff.
I hit the big 5-0 next year.
Oh, nice.
So, yeah.
Yeah, I'm 40 next year.
Right. There you go.
That'll be fun.
Yeah.
So I'm trying to figure out another thing to do on my 40th.